Got 4 females on the ground right now. Grace and Marisol, Sadie and Bessie. I got 3 males still sitting in the truck ready to go. I'll turn them out to them right here directly. Just got turned down about 15 minutes ago, maybe that. They went out there and jumped. They've been pretty steady. It's 8:30 when I turned out. They just jumped him just a minute or so before I started this video. Ground's just dry as a bone. So I'd say they ain't doing too bad under the conditions here. Hey. My boys, they just being patient. They just sitting there just waiting their turn. It's that puppy chopping right there. That one with that squall raspy mouth, that's that other puppy. That's that one out of Spotted Beast and one of my grand pups to Whip. No, one of the daughters to Whip. She's a grandpup to Whip and Share. What's up, KC? What's up, Madison? What's up, Elijah? They're doing pretty good under the circumstances. I just got 4 on the ground right now. Elijah. I got Marisol and Grace, Sadie, that puppy Sadie, and that puppy Bessie. Thought he might cross the road down here, but he ain't. He ain't making no way to the road, I don't reckon. What's up, Darius? No, he turned back. Uh-oh. See who picks him up here. Daggone gnats are everywhere down here this morning. Had to get my dryer sheets out and put them in my hat. Pulled a check on them out there now. Ooh, went dead silent, didn't it? What's up, Tracy? Here we go. Grace. Mike Madeline. What's up, buddy? So it might be last of the 58-degree days, mornings. Fixing to get hot and humid. Oh, yeah? Well, Mike Madeline, I'm going to tell you something. You'll have that. It'll just be like that sometimes. I bet rabbits done crossed up yonder beyond the curve. I ain't even got on my boots yet. I still got on my daggone regular shoes. Yes, sir, Mike Madeline. It's gonna be hot and it's gonna be humid. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna get out here and put my boots on. Guess I'll go ahead and cut these 3 males and let them on out. They being super patient. I'm gonna tell you, that's a well-behaved dog when they can sit in the box and listen to the dogs run and not do no more than just a few whimpers and a few whines here and there. So, can't complain about that. No, sir. No, sir. Can't complain about that at all. So, anytime I handle my dogs, I don't know what y'all do. Everybody does things different, but when I handle my dogs before they go in the woods and when they come out of the woods, not so much at home when they're in the kennel, but out here in the wild, I buy these gloves up at Harbor Freight. Just chemical gloves, got rubber coating on the bottom of them, and that's what I wear. Whenever get back. That's what I wear when I'm dealing with my dogs, and go get them, Percy. Get back high, back up. And I also train my dogs to come out one at a time. So as you can tell, I got one on the thing. I got one sitting back there waiting to come out. I don't care which one comes out first, as long as they come out one at a time. Whenever I'm trying to have a call come in just then. I don't want no chaos when I'm trying to collar up my dogs. Jumping or trying to do this, trying to do that. I don't put up with none of that right there. Everybody comes out in an orderly fashion, one at a time. Now, that's just the way I do. Now, I don't expect everybody to do it that way. I'm just telling you, that's how I do it. Come on, Hi. Go get him, boy. Yep. But anyways, that's how I do. One at a time. Get my daggone boots on so I can walk down through there. I don't like walking in that high grass without my boots on. Let me reset this hunt since I got the other dogs on the ground now. That way I get a more accurate reading. I hear Nessie's got with them out there. There we go. And you'll see, Mike Mellon, I don't know if you're still on here or not. Let me look, see if you're still here. Yeah, you're still here. Mike, I'm gonna tell you what I do. During the summer, I still don't drop my dogs until 8:30. Which I know everybody does different. But I drop my dogs at 8:30 every morning, and I run them till noon every day. I do it in the winter, I do it in the summer. That's just the way that I do. I don't come out here at daybreak and run them, you know, which I ain't got no problem with that. And not saying that I don't sometimes come out here I got with them. Sometimes I will come out here, like if I'm pressed for time and I'm not gonna get to run my normal 3 to 5 hours, and so I will sometimes come on out here and hold on, let me grab my hand sanitizer. Getting him now. Getting him now. There you go. Boys, you know what? I don't worry about the Rona. I don't worry about the Rona. I don't want the flu and I don't want the Rona, but I don't worry about none of that. But I'm gonna tell you what, when I'm dealing with my dogs, keep my daggone hands clean. Especially I like to go get a Dipper-Biker or something like that right there. I ain't trying to daggone put no daggone dog crap in my mouth or nothing else. Get my boots on here. But yeah, that's when I don't cut my dogs until it's on up in the day. And all right, Mike, we'll see you, buddy. I went to Rabbit. Rabbit just crossed down there. I'm fixing to cross the road. I'm fixing to cross right there about that dark tree. Look, just on the other side of it. There they go. Yep. I say it gives it a flavor, Dave. So, I hear you say it gives it a little flavor. I don't mind the dog so much as I don't want no daggone crap on me. Or where they've wallered in something. Change my shoe out here. I say it ain't too bad for it to be dry as a bone out here. Yeah, in the summertime, I try to get them cut and going, by 8:30 or so. That rabbit might cross back right here. Let me turn this thing around. I hear you, Ernest. Shoot, this rabbit season all the time around here. Let's see where this rabbit's at. He's sneaking around here somewhere. Can't blame you there, Dave. That rabbit turned and went up the edge of the cutout out there, edge of the road. I can't blame you there, Dave. I don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. Running like that. Oh, that's a good time to run. 5 to 9. That's a good time. I keep mine run. I run the same. Try to run the same time. You know, anywhere between 7:30, 8:30, until about 11:30 or 12 or something like that during the day. In the dead of summer, don't matter if it's July or don't matter if it's November. That's kind of the way that I like to run, and the reason that one of the reasons I started doing that several years ago was it keeps your dogs are always acclimated to the weather. They're always you're not gonna be able to, like my dogs, as we go out of spring into summer, summer into fall, and fall into winter. They're always going to be acclimated to the harshest temperatures, because I'm either going to have them out there early in the morning when it's 25 degrees and the frost is thick on the ground, or I'm going to have them out there whenever it's, you know, in midday when it's 11:30 or 12 o'clock and it's already 95 degrees, you know, and it's so humid you can't hardly breathe. And you can look back through my live videos from summer to summer, winter to winter. That's the way I always run. And because it always keeps my dogs acclimated to the harshest conditions. So early in the morning, freezing cold, or middle of the day, super hot, the dogs can go and they can still perform, and they're not going to get a shock as to the conditions. So they're always acclimated. They're always adjusted to the worst of the worst. The second thing to that is the madness, or the method. The madness behind the method is that when I go to a field trial, never do we ever drop dogs on the ground before 8:30. And that's one of the reasons I started doing that, is we would go to a field trial, and we'd get casted out, and we'd drive to wherever we're running at, because we don't run in pens. Like Kristen Bundy said one time, pens are for puppies. But no offense to anybody that runs in pens, but that's just what she said one time. But we don't run in pens, we run in the wild. So we cast out and we go, and we got to drive, you know, 20, 30 minutes, sometimes further. Time we get there and get the dogs turned down, it's 8:30. You know, so I have been out there, it's 9 o'clock. Before we even get the dogs put on the ground, get casted out good. And so that way my dogs are always acclimated to whatever the conditions are. So if I'm field trialing in the summertime, it's just another day for my dogs. And if it's the harshest of the winters, it's just another day for the dogs. And whether it's frost or raining, I come out here, and a lot of times I'll come out here and it'll be pouring rain. I cut the dogs. Now, they might not run a rabbit, they might run a rabbit, but they out here hunting. And that's the main thing for me, is that the dog, regardless of how the running is, I don't, you know, it's whatever. If I come out here and it's good running, then it's good running. That's great. But if I come out here and it's hard running, that's fine too, because I know what my dogs are going to do on any given day, on different conditions, different scenting abilities and whatnot. So I don't care if it's dry as a bone, if it's wet, if it's water running down the middle of the daggone thing. You know, that's why I go down here and run in the swamp a lot. Just for the simple fact that it keeps them acclimated to all conditions. I run in the hills, I run in the sand hills, I run in the flats. I try to keep the pack, you know, like I said, acclimated to whatever that they can throw. So what does that translate to? That translates to a more, I'm not going to say you're going to have a better, I'm not saying I got better dogs by no means, but I do have dogs that are better acclimated to different weather conditions and different scenting conditions. And it works out really good for me, you know, has over the years anyway. I know how each one of my dogs is going to act, in it, whether it's on frost or whether it's in rain or whether it's in super dry. When it comes to field trialing, I know when to strike my dog, you know, based off of how they're acting or what they're doing. I know how to make that, you know, what to do different. Here they come. So that's why I do what I do. I run 27:30 to 8:30 is when I'm cutting, and I'm usually getting up around 11:30 or 12. unless I got something to do or whatever, I have to leave early or something. And that gets me my most miles in too, whether it's hunting miles, running miles, or both hunting and running miles. It broke down right out there. But you know what I say? Oh, I picked that one up. You know what I say? To each his own. That's right. You're right, Dave. So you might as well go on and run them dogs up in the middle of the day so you'll know what's going to go on when you get to that winter's pack. That's what I do. Yep. Middays, tough. I had a female one time, old Cottonville Road Katie, man. She was a rabbit dog, but I never could get a first place on her. She was a top-notch morning dog. I mean, you couldn't outstrike that son of a gun. She hunted like a machine, and she was tough. And she's a bad girl, but I'd get her out there in that daggone winter's pack, middle of the day. She'd get up under a cool spot, a little shady spot where a rabbit had been. Boom, she'd strike. Suck a minus in a minute, boy. It was rough. It was rough. What's up, Chip Lane? I always run them in all conditions. I make sure I run them around creeks and ponds. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got a cypress swamp right down here. Now, it's not a natural cypress swamp. The guy that owned, the old man, he's dead now, but that owned this place, he had a cypress swamp planted down there because I guess he wanted cypress knees and wanted cypress trees. I don't know, but anyways. There's one right down here. Y'all seen it before if you've watched my videos in the past, man. That water's usually about 6 to 8 inches deep all the time. And even in the summertime, it's deep back there. I run them in that right there, and them swamp rabbits, they'll run down through them grass clumps, from grass clump to grass clump, make them dogs swim them swamps. So when I get ready to go to South Carolina, they're ready for it. So I've been blessed with all types of terrain, and all. Got a river right down yonder, got big creeks over here. Been blessed with all types of terrain to be able to train my dogs on. And also types of rabbits. We got marsh rabbits, blue tails, and cottontails over here. So we got just about everything that you could possibly really be put up against. Now, you get up in the mountains of Tennessee and up that way, Blue Ridge Mountains and all, it's different. But I don't have any mountains like that to condition on, but I do got these big hills around here, and just keep my dogs run up, they'll be fine. But that's when it comes to field trialing, but just regular training the dogs, making the dogs better for what they are. Every weather condition there is, I try to run in it. Makes no difference to me. I try all of them. Believe it or not, I've run in a daggone hurricane before. Several years ago, and that hurricane come through, I went out and run my dogs. Ended up sitting in the truck, blowing the horn, calling them. And my Appalachian rabbits, boy, they'll do some running, won't they, Dave? Oh, yeah, Ernest. Yeah, I got a big jug right back there. I got two natural creeks over here. The other morning I run off and forgot my water, but I was running over on the other side of the property, and there's a big creek over there, so I just took them down there whenever we got through running, let them lay around in the water. They up in that top corner up there now. They still running. I tell you what, that daggone spotted beast female that I got her, I bred her to Cottonville Road Shelby. Cottonville Road Shelby is out of Branco's Hurricane Whip and Cher. And Cher, she's one of the first dogs I ever got from Branco. And so that's what Shelby's out of. And so I bred Shelby to Spotted Beast because I wanted to see, to my knowledge, that cross had never been made. Spotted Beast had never been bred to a whip pup. And so I wanted to see. Now there's a whole lot of Alabama in that cross. And We say there, Dave, yeah, just got to poke around, dogs, got to. But yeah, I don't believe that junk. And, but, anyways, there's a whole lot of Alabama in that cross. And, they broke down again up there in that corner. Either that rabbit's getting tired or and sitting down on him, or either they daggone. He's got some distance on him. There goes High, he picked him up. They're pretty good ways off here. 206 yards. But, so with all the Alabama, then I'm guaranteed I'm going to get small dogs. I mean, it's a guarantee going to be 13 1/4-inch dogs. Some of them might be smaller, but. So going into the future, if she continues to do good like she's doing, she makes me a rabbit dog. When I breed her, I'll breed her back to something that's equal to in her stature as far as her abilities to run a rabbit and everything. Because if I'm breeding them, she's suitable. And I breed the two together. Well, what I get when I do that, I try to mirror all of my characteristics. But the one thing I won't do, I won't breed back to anything that's heavy Alabama, because that's just going to continue to throw me small dogs. So to cross it, when I come out of her, I'll breed her to somebody like High, who's going to throw me bigger dogs. That, you know, the lumberjack, the jack of all trades, and the stuff, you know, that he's got behind him, mixed in with the bottom side of Spotted Beast and the bottom side of Whip and top side or the bottom side of Share. That's going to bring me up. That's going to bring my size up on my puppies, so I'll get back to where I want to be as far as that goes. So that's just a little thinking behind what I do right there, in hopes that she continues on and makes a rabbit dog. She's doing good now. Solo's good. But she's a hunting little machine now. She's a hunting, checking little machine, but she's still got a long ways to go, a lot to learn. See who's gonna pick this up here. Track keeps breaking down up there, so I don't know how it's gonna go here. Wind's picking up, which I'm thankful for a little breeze out here. Hattie came in heat, so I'm fixing to breed Hattie back to High again, and see what I can get out of that. Hopefully she'll raise more pups this time than she did last time, and so that'd be nice. And then also this morning I went out there and Felina, she's finally come in heat, so that's a bit of a special order cross that I've got right there. I'm gonna be taking her and doing an artificial insemination on her with frozen sperm off of Spotted Beast. So I got to get that scheduled. Make that happen. So I got 3 dogs. I got 3 at the house that's in heat. Share's in heat, Hattie's in heat, Felina's in heat, and then Maggie, she's at home. She's due to have puppies in the next week, so I just got them all sitting there at the house, taking it easy. There goes Percy. I can't get over there. I would take the phone and walk over, but we ain't gonna be able to see nothing. But nonetheless, that's what we got going on around here. It's supposed to be in the 90s next week, so I'll try to run the dogs. I won't get to run tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to run Saturday morning. And then get ready for those 90-degree those 90-degree days that are coming next week. They'll start Sunday. So Monday morning when I drop them down, be a little bit more tough on them, but they'll be all right. But knock on wood, running in this heat and all these heavy, hard conditions or whatever, I've never had one to I've never had one to stroke on me. Never had one to have a heat stroke. So I run them, you know, like I said, as long as they're acclimated, they can handle it. They get out of that. You set them up a while and then take them out and run them in that heat. You have them blacking out on you everywhere. I believe they're gonna lose that rabbit. Too far between barks. Gotta treat them today too. I got a treat for ticks today. I noticed the last time that I run, I had a few of them had got a few ticks on them, so that means that their stuff's running out. So I've got to treat them today after they get home, get dried off and everything. I'll go out there about mid-afternoon and treat all of them, so they'll be good to go next time that I run. I use that pet armor. I'm gonna do a video on that to show you how I do it, so that it's kind of a hack, really. So that you know, that stuff's pretty expensive if you do it per dog or whatever, like $10 a dog or something like that, and you do that every 40 days through the summer or the tick crawling months. You know, it gets pretty expensive. But 230 yards. Let's see here. It should have been cut off. It is cut off. But anyways, I'm gonna do a video on that after a while sometime. I'll show y'all how I hack. There they come back. Yo, girl. Little hi. Turn the camera around here. Come on. Been in the mud up there, ain't he? Bet he found him a water hole to lay down in from what it looks like right there. Come on, yeah. Yeah. Come on, yeah. Oh, Grace. Got her paintbrush shining right there. That dye is just about to wear off of her from where I went and ran that large back hunt with her. Ties the highest tail, that joker take it off and it still gets daggone tore up. Come on here! Come on here! Come on here! Get in here! Come on 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 here! There's Sadie. Get a little old pup right there. She's out of Percy and Spunky. Good little old pup. Her mama was triple bred Haunted Hill Shaker. And Percy, he's got one shot of shaker in him back on 3rd generation. And she's a go-getter now. Branco, Northway, shaker. Come on here! Come on here! Come on here! Come on. Get in here. Get in here and find him. Come on, Percy. Good boy. Uh-oh. That don't sound good. Thought she got hit by a daggone snake there for a second. And that's what she did. She ain't acting like she got hit by a snake. Percy, what you doing? Saying good morning? Let me crapping over here at the truck. Let me set this up right here. When them dogs come in, I'm gonna get them some water poured out right here. What's wrong with you, girl? Did you hit a stick stuck in your throat? I bet that's what you did. She didn't get hit by no snake. I thought she did. Come on here! Come on here! Come on here! What's up, Ronnie? Come on, Nessie. Come on, Marisol. Yo. Come on. Come on, get you some water. Nessie. I know that's 1, 2, 3, 6 of them. Bessie ain't come in yet. Come on, Bessie. Come on, girl. Get in there, they'll jump another nut down in here probably. Come on, Bessie. I done snorted something up his nose he don't like. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. You made it, didn't you? Come on. Come here, get you some water. Come here, Bessie. I guess she didn't want none. Carried on, see. What's up, Big Mac? See if I can get a nut and jump through here. Oh yeah, Ron. You know how I am. I just run right on through the heat. I ain't been turned out, but it's an hour. They run that rabbit for close. I had the girls down for a little while, and then I turned the boys out, and they run that rabbit for about an hour. Just keep plenty of water. They'll be all right. They'll be acclimated to it. Remember that time we was up yonder, daggone Virginia? Darius Springfield said, "What do you do for your dogs if they get bit?" Nothing. If they get copperhead bit, I don't do nothing for them. It'll swell up in about 5 to 7 days. It'll split and they'll be all right. I don't give them nothing. Black snake, copperhead, anything like that. I keep decks in the box. Well, I ain't got none in this box, but I keep it in. I ain't transferred it over yet, but I keep decks in my other box just in case I get one rattler bit. But that's just to say that I tried, because they get rattler bit. That's pretty much pretty much a death sentence. If they get hit hard, you know, I have heard of people, dogs getting rattler bit, you know, like on the tip of their ear, and the, the venom that goes through the ear instead of going in the ear. But if you get one and he gets bit right here where they usually get bit, on the face or the neck, I'll give them a shot of Dex. But cottonmouths and copperheads, now if they get cottonmouth bit, I'll give them Dex, and that'll usually save them. But if you get a dog copperhead bit and he dies, then there was something already wrong with him before. Most of the time they ain't gonna die. If he dies from a copperhead bite, he already had liver trouble or kidney trouble or something like that right there, cause him to go into liver or kidney failure. Like if you had a dog that already had a heat stroke or something, his kidneys got hurt from it, and he'll get pretty sick. So you might want to do something about that. But I've had them to get bit out here by a daggone copperhead. I usually get 1 or 2 bit a year, but I've had them to get bit by copperheads, and I don't even know they've been bit for a couple of days. You know, get them home, and then, you know, next day or something, the daggone big knot swells up on the side of their head, or on their side or their leg or something like that right there, and they just, you know. I was soloing a dog one time years ago, and she got copperhead bit that morning, and I didn't even know it. She never quit running or nothing. She just went right on. But no, I don't do anything, man. I know everybody's got their own opinions about what you do, what you should do, but I get 2 or 3 bit every year. Well, 1 or 2. I ain't gonna say 3. I ain't never had 3 bit in 1 year. I have had 2 bit several times. Never had the same dog bit twice. I know people probably tell me, oh, you need to give them penicillin, you need to give them Dex, you need to give them Benadryl, you know, this, that, and another. I don't. I just, you know, I don't give them nothing. A dog can handle a copperhead. A grown dog, they can handle a copperhead bite, but a rattle bite, yeah. Now, cottonmouth, you better give him some Dex or he's gonna die. But you can save him with some Dex. 10 cc's for a grown dog. If you get one bit by a cottonmouth, 10 cc's. You get one bit by a rattler, 10 cc's. Now the rattler, he probably still ain't gonna live, but at least you tried. Because usually by the time you get to them and realize it, they already out there darn swole up and pretty sick. Marisol just struck. There's rattlers down here. We ain't got a lot of rattlers down here, but they are some down here. Here you go, Bessie. She don't want no water. She must have found her some water up the road somewhere. Maybe I just seen a deer across the road right yonder. I'm pretty sure that Marisol's fitting to get that rabbit going right there. That's what, yeah, Chip, that's what the old timers used to say. Get them all the raw eggs that they could get, that you could get in them. If they got bit by a poisonous snake. But, I don't know if there's anything to it or not. Like I said, I don't. There goes high. Marisol. We'll walk down here a little ways and see what's going on. And when it gets hot down here in these pine thickets in Richmond County, lower Montgomery County and northern Richmond County, buddy, when it gets hot down here, it gets hot, stays hot. See what, oh hi, I'm telling you. Might be on a baby rabbit. Old Marisol. I believe she was kicking around on a baby rabbit in there. It's an old loading deck in there. Big piles of briars and stuff. Perfect to raise baby rabbits in. Yeah, they'll get one up right here directly. Somebody will. As long as they hunting. As long as they looking. I have had them just to quit and all of them come out here in the road. When that happens, I just load them all up and go home. My daddy always said that the dog's smarter than we are. They know when they can smell, when they can't. They all go out here, stand around in the road. I'll load up and go home. As long as they hunting, then they know that they can do something. Yep. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some phone calls, some text messages keep coming in. And I appreciate y'all watching, tuning in with me this morning. I'll be back out here next week. Maybe Saturday morning, I don't know. I'll be back out here and in a few days, and I'll get back with you then. So, but anyways, I appreciate y'all watching this morning and joining me out here in the pine thicket of Richmond County. So remember everything that you do, guys. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Jesus Christ said to love one another. He said, love God with all your heart, body, mind, and soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. That means You give it all to God and don't treat anybody no less than what you want to be treated. And I promise you, you're going to be better for it. God bless each one of you. Talk to you later.